guys, this one is about stripping the aura. When I was training in the coven years ago, it was a thing that wasn't done very often, but if somebody was suffering with a really persistent health issue, was stopping them from progressing, it was done within the circle, taken seriously. Aura stripping is basically pulling the aura off of your body, pulling that energy field down, allowing what's within to be seen, felt and heard sometimes. Also, very important if there's something going on that can't be got to the bottom of. Obviously, we don't leave that aura down, we rebuild it after. To have visionaries and seers in the coven that could see it, pinpoint what was going on, probably could take quite a while. Once it was finished, 2 people would be pulling the aura up as quickly as possible and smoothing it out, and then more healing would be given to the actual aura itself. Eventually, after food and some drink, you would be told to go home and rest, because it's like having an operation. Because our aura is part of us, it will affect you if these things are done. So it's not to be taken lightly, but it is very beneficial if you want to get to the root of what's going on in your life. I want to show you how to do it, because it could help you guys. And yes, I know this isn't necessarily done in the Norse tradition, but I take from different things and put it into my practice. Because your practice is personal and it is what you do. No one can tell you what is right and what is wrong. You have to go by what you think. And so, the first thing I would do is cast my circle. And what I'm going to do is just walk around, set up a barrier, because guys, when you've stripped your aura, you are open to any influence to get in. So you need to be really sure of what you're doing. The first step, cast your circle against anything that might want to get in. Start at the north. I cast this circle within my sight to bring only good and light. I cast this circle to guard against anything not right, to only let in who I invite. I cast this circle with more than my might. I cast this circle with my love and light. And then we call in those that we want to help us. So I'm going to call in the elements, for they help our bodies, guys. So I'm going to call East. East, I call you today. Air, I call you today to bring forth your learning and your journeying and your knowledge of what I need to know this day, of what is happening within. I ask you to be present with me, and I welcome you. South, I welcome you to fire of all that is needed to energize and to bring forth power and growth. I ask that you be present to burn away any issues that need dealing with, and to infill afterwards with that energy that I need to sustain me. I welcome you this day. Water, I welcome you. West, I welcome you. For the emotional parts of me, I need you to help me deal with it. let the water run through, cleansing the parts that need dealing with. I ask that you then fill back into my blood the nutrients needed to sustain my life. I welcome you. North, I welcome you this day. Earth, the stable ground I live on, that nurtures me from my feet to my head, that brings forth food and nourishment and blessings of the great ones. I call thee and ask thee to come here this day and be with me, to make me grounded and sustained after the event, and to show me the beauty of my life. I welcome you. Okay guys, so basically that is how I do it. Everybody is different, and you open things like circles the way you want to do it, but it is something you really do need to do. To use sage, because I want to make sure there is nothing in there that needs to be dealt with before I start. So over the head, around the head, around the sides, and just letting it go all around the head, all down the body, all around, making yourself cleansed spiritually and physically. And it's something that you should do regular anyway, because it does help. Right guys, so the next step that you need to be doing is just kneading your hands. So you take the palms up. Imagine if you were pulling some wallpaper off of the wall. You would grasp the top part, wouldn't you, with your hands, and then you would pull it in tugs like that. So you're tugging it down. You've got to remember your aura is attached to you, and you're going to be pulling it apart. Visualization is the most important part of this, and the reason for that is that you have got to visualize what you're doing. You know the feeling of when you're trying to pull, say, orange skin off of the orange, the peel, and you're tugging at it to get that bit off that you want to get off. Visualize that feeling so that when you are actually touching your aura, you can then get a hand into it and pull it like that. You know, you're pulling it against, like Velcro. Imagine that feeling when you pull Velcro away. You're ripping it off. And don't be concerned about damage that you might be doing to it, because you're not. You're pulling it down, like when you take your clothes off. Imagine as that crinkles down when you take trousers off and it goes to the floor. That is that feeling of letting it go and seeing it all crease as it goes down. It's very much like that. So what you're wanting to do is to, first of all, visualize where is your aura. Now most people's auras are about that much away. If you are a worker of the spiritual, if you are a magician, if you are a witch, if you work daily in your practice, then your aura could be right out here. And if that's the case, it doesn't matter. You just feel for it. Feel for that energy. Like when you make an energy ball, you will feel a tingle, you'll feel a restricted part. And when you get to that part, mine's right up here somewhere, and I can feel it, and it feels like I'm in a bubble of mist. So what you do is you attach your hands to it, and each time you pull, you take a breath and you go like that, taking that breath from within and letting it go. So you're going pulling it down, pulling it away. Feel it. You'll feel it, guys. You'll know it's happening. It will feel weird. And as you pull it down, any bits you've missed, go back and yank it down and go, oh, ah, ah, ah. And then, last bits. Right. And you will start to feel very open and very emotional, because your inner core is now there for anyone to see, for deity, all the parts you hide, all the bits you don't want out there are there. But it's okay. The main part is the rattle. And at the point you're doing this, guys, you're going around the body. Wherever you feel you need to be. You just do this. Not forgetting your back, all the way down. When you feel it's right to stop, you stop. Get the sage again, guys, and we are putting it all over, all around us. You are going to be feeling a mixture of sensations. You're going to feel very vulnerable, very open, and sometimes it's very hard to deal with. You will have visions and things showing you areas that you will need to be dealing with. You want the light, and you need to look into the light, into the flame, and at the same time I want to ask deity, whoever it is that you are with, your guides, your helpers, your deities, I want you to ask for their blessing, their healing, their help, and just look into the flame. I'm going to seek Freya, and I'm going to say, Hail Freya, on this day that I'm stripping my aura, on this day I seek help for what is rotten within my soul. My karmic record, all the things stored, I ask a blessing that these be released slowly, to let me become healed, that my aura may be without problems. I ask this of you this day. I call my guides and helpers, and those that heal within and without, those that are always with me. I seek the angelic to guard my soul, to aid me in all I do. And as I speak, I know I have a guide standing next to me on the right with the hand on my shoulder. So I will acknowledge that and say thank you for your aid, for your help. Thank you. Now we need to be pulling up the aura again. Start to fill in this beautiful aura. Now, as you do this, guys, I want you to feel a foam, that you can imagine that in your mind in pure white, and you're going to go from the ground and you're going to pull it up, but this time you're smoothing it against your body, like you're building around your body, and it is sticking to you like Velcro, and you can feel it. It is growing as you're doing it. You do it in circular movements and around your back. You're fitting it to you. You're bringing it back, building it all around you, filling you up, making you feel secure. Your energy levels are feeling a lot better, growing, sticking to you, and it's coming up. Now at the top, you need to seal it, guys. You need it there around the crown, and as it gets built up, it gets bigger and bigger. It's all around you, and you feel a lot less vulnerable. You feel okay, and as you do that, you just go, it is done. Okay. Now guys, you might feel exhausted after this. Drink water, not tea, not coffee, not alcohol, nothing like that. You need a good glass of water. You also need to eat something, and you also need to rest, to let your body grow into its new aura, to let it bind so that you feel great. And of course you have to undo the circle. I'm going to get my staff and I'm going to thank them for what they've done. Hail to you, air. Thank you that you have aided me in this ritual today, and that you have filled me with knowledge and journey and your guidance and the beginnings of new things for my physical body, my spiritual body and my mental body. Hail now for your return to your land in the east. Hail and farewell. And just out of honour, I always bow to them. Hail, fire, thank you for burning that inspiration into me and that energy and burning away anything that shouldn't be there. I thank you that you spent time in giving me this, and now is your time to return. And so I bid you hail and farewell back to the land of the south. And then you come round to water. Hail water, thank you for your emotional insights and the blood filled with newness of energy and love. I thank you for your intervention and your help this day. And now's your time to return back to west. Hail, farewell. And then north, guys. Hail north, hail earth for your stability and aid in allowing me to reside on this beautiful earth, on this beautiful place. Hail to you that sustains me through all my days. It's time for you to now return, and so I bid you hail and farewell as you travel back to north. Can you just say, to all my guides and helpers, to deity, to angelics, to all those that have been involved in this today, I thank you so much, and I bid you hail and farewell. Hail and farewell. And there you go, guys, the circle is ended, the ritual is done, and you are going to feel a lot of mixed emotions. I thought it would be a good idea to do this because it is another part of the practice that I do, and something that can aid you and can help you. Could be done maybe once a year or once every 6 months, or when you feel the need to do it, when something's going on and you can't get to the bottom of it. It is an aspect of what you can do. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back Monday with the next reading, and I'm going to bid you hail and farewell. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.